What is up, you guys? It is Daniel. So I decided that I wanted to show you guys this workout. The past week, I took a deload. It was the very first time I've ever taken a deload week, kind of implementing that into my training. It was so awkward going into the gym, lifting like 50% of my 1RM. I mean, granted, my 1RM is not that big to begin with. But yeah, over the past week I did that, and I want to show you guys this mobility workout I did for my legs. You see, there's some significant issues I've noticed in my squat that I wanted to take care of. I wanted to specifically spend a workout focusing on those problems, and you just saw the warm-up that I've been doing to really activate my glutes and to open up my hip flexors. Those are tightness and mobility things that have been really frustrating me. But other than that, the big thing that I've noticed, and so I wanted to focus in on it seriously in this workout and then show you guys how I went about it, is that I have noticed my knees cave constantly and irritatingly through the entire squat workout that I do. And also what else happens is that I was not driving my heels into the ground. I wasn't favoring my heels, getting my center of gravity there, pressing the power. And so as I finish up this squat workout, I wanted to show you guys how I went about training these two things in the specific workout here. What I did was I took a banded squat. I took two different variations of it, and so I'm going to show you guys both of them. But I just want to say, guys, do you know how fun it is? At least I think it's funny, and it's just fun to be the skinny dude in the gym, wearing the leggings, and just having every other bro look at you like, are you okay? Like, why? What are you doing? That's just me. Anyway, so as you guys see, I just put on the band there with my knees, and I'm about to bring it out, because one of the things I'm trying to do is activate my glutes and force my knees out. Especially my left knee just constantly wishes to cave, and it's because I've had significantly weak glutes as compared to something like my quads or my hamstrings. And what happens is when you have weak glutes, or you're not able to forcefully press your knees out and use your center of gravity to the most effective manner, is that your knees will eventually start to cave. And obviously if your knees are caving, then you don't have the best support and foundation under the rest of your body to drive the weight back up. So I did 5 sets in the entire workout of squats. I did 3 sets using this band that went around my knees. I wish I actually had like one of those super training bands, the ones that go around your knees and forcefully are designed to do this. But basically I'm using this, and you can kind of watch my left knee as it honestly continuously wants to cave in. It doesn't want to press out. And so by doing this exercise, by using the band, what I'm doing is applying resistance to both of my knees, forcing my knees in. And when that happens, my entire body will obviously realize that its center of gravity and its foundation is being knocked off, and it will then have to activate the glutes to force the knees back out. Now this is the second variation of the banded squat I did. I found this to be extremely helpful. As you can see, what I did was I kind of strapped it onto the safety bar there, and then put it onto my left knee, the knee that often more times wants to cave in. And then when I squatted down, there's a bunch of resistance being placed on that knee specifically. So as it wants to pull my knee out, my knee's wanting to go in. And so you kind of get the counter resistance of both, then finally putting the knee back into place where it's supposed to be. It's kind of like, you got 2 wrongs make a right, I guess, kind of. No? Anyway, yeah. This was a really helpful tool to use. It was really powerful to feel it in my knees, to understand how it works, to feel it in my butt. Like I said, my glutes. It's just so important that those muscles are active in the squat because they do so much. Also, like I said, you often see me in this workout kind of lifting my head up to the sky. You see me lifting my toes up into the ground, or kind of driving my heels in for odd reasons. What I'm doing there is I'm trying to honestly create a mind-to-muscle connection with my heels. Yeah, I know that sounds super weird, but it's very purposeful because I want to be able to drive the power and the foundation and force into my heels, and then into my legs, and then my core, so that everything has a proper amount of variation and distribution of leverage and weight in my body. Okay, that was all a bunch of random words strung together into a sentence. Basically what I'm trying to say is that I want to drive through my heels and my feet to create proper force and power in the squat. So, second move, guys. This is one I've never done before, but I am now determined I love the landmine squat. If you've never tried a landmine squat, just for a warm-up or for just for funsies, Go over to a landmine, just like you would use for a T-bar row or anything of that nature, and do it in a squat formation. What you kind of see here is that it allows you to just get unbelievable depth. And the other thing is that because the weight is placed out in front of you, and it's not a front squat, there's no spinal loading involved in this, it forces you to go back into your heels so much. It gives you that center of gravity, it gives you that depth, but it's all coming from your glutes, it's all coming from your heels. It's allowing you to go backwards into the squat so that then that honestly places more emphasis on your quads. It keeps your glutes safer, and it gives, we got three sets here, excuse me. And just really emphasizing the placement of power into my heels, also emphasizing just concentration. Okay, so hopefully after all of that repetition, you guys get the point. I need to put pressure into my heels, I need to drive through my heels, and I need to have a good squat. End of story. So the very last exercise is a hamstring curl, and like I said, this is a deload workout, so there's not a ton of energy being expended here. I'm not doing crazy exercises or doing a lot of hypertrophy work because I want to give my muscles a break. So now, finishing with the hamstring curls, this is an exercise I used to hate, I used to be terrible at, but I have now grown to love because I can put so much emphasis and power into my glutes and into my hamstrings. Now yes, I know this is a hamstring curl specifically made to target your hamstrings, and it does that very well. But you can also do a lot of glute activation if you properly place your feet. You see, as you can kind of see there, what I've noticed is if you put your feet closer together so that they're only an inch or two apart, and then you point your toes outward, trying to make your leg as straight as possible, you deactivate your calves. You can pull them out of the exercise and put the most amount of focus into your hamstrings and your glutes. This is what I've attempted to utilize in this exercise because, like I said, glutes, so important, so necessary, and I have got to build them up. So I'm finishing that exercise up, and then I moved on to a little bit of calf extensions. This was again just light volume, and I wanted to use this funny, I really don't like this variation of the calf extension. I don't know why, just the leverages and the way you press the weight, it didn't seem to work for me. But overall guys, I really hope you enjoyed this workout. Hope that you enjoyed the edit and the voiceover. I want to show you guys just a bit of footage from non-banded squats from a week ago, and then actually the banded squats from this current workout. Overall, I hope you enjoyed the workout. I hope you learned something. Please like the video, share it if you think you should, and I will see you next time.